In the Preakness, we look now at the Timeform Blueprint for the Belmont, and as they start off, here's a look at the projected first quarter 24-3 prime cut in front of Shackelford early on from the guys at Timeform.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, they've been pretty good through the first two jewels of the Triple Crown, but I don't know. Maybe Shackelford does sit second and they ride the race as if nobody was there. I don't think Prime Cut is good enough to lead this field a mile and a half, especially with his pedigree. So, yeah, I mean, if you're Shackelford sitting behind, as we get to the half-mile pole, the projected fraction 49-1. Animal Kingdom still last here at this point, Ron. What do you make of that?
Well, I don't know if he's going to be last or not. I don't think Animal Kingdom will be last. Like I said, I think he's tailed off a little bit, in my opinion, from the Derby. So he might not be showing near as much speed as he did in the Derby, but I don't think he'll be last, that's for sure.
Yeah, I don't, especially with those splits. I think as the slower they go, the closer he's going to get. And as we get through 6 furlongs, 1:14, Shackelford takes the lead. Monster Hounds has made a big move into second. Animal Kingdom, as far as Timeform gets it, you're looking at the Timeform Blueprint, still dead last. He's going to hopefully kick in. That's 6 furlongs. Let's roll the tape and see what
Still
the
got
mile
a long way to go.
Yeah, we're not even off.
Here's a look at the mile. They get the mile in 1:38 and 4. Master of Hounds now in the lead, in 1:48-3 rather. Master of Hounds now in the lead. Shackelford sitting second as they just come into the turn. And Simon, this is where you're mentioning you cannot move at this point. You still have to wait.
There's a long way
around that sweeping turn.
The circumference of the racetrack is different. I mean, there's no other racetrack in America like it. Animal Kingdom, they had 9th, by the way, 9th in a field of 12, last in the group we were looking at. So they make that move. John Velasquez, he rides Belmont. You know, he's been riding it for 15 years or so. He knows this track better than anyone. And Animal Kingdom moves into second.
By the top of the stretch, he's made a big move.
Yeah, big sweeping move. As they get to the wire, Animal Kingdom on top, over a Master of Hounds. Brilliant speed, coming with a 3rd place finish after that good effort in the Kentucky Derby. And Shackelford, that's exactly where I have him, checking in 4th. And Stay Thirsty finishing 5th.
That, according to our friends at Timeform, the Timeform Blueprint for this year's Belmont Stakes. Let's check in once again with the guys at Belmont. Ken and Todd are standing by to give us their view of the 3rd jewel of the Triple Crown.
Here we are back at Belmont Park and kind of going to summarize our Pick 6 discussion here. And Todd, you've got your ticket all laid out. We know you've got a single to start.